Hey, it is soap cutting day, and you and I are going to see this at the same time. So, welcome. So far, so good. I think we did okay. I don't know, what do you think? No, the embeds turned out nicely, and the green, it's not as gross as I was worried that it might be. You never know with these soaps. So, we are actually here 24 hours later. Can you believe that? I waited a full 24 hours this time. I wasn't silly and rushing things. So we should have a better set. The last soap didn't set very well, as you could see. Oh gosh, this is hard to get out. It's because I got very messy with it. There we go. Alrighty. So, okie doke. Now, let's have a look. By doing that, you can already see why I chose to place my embeds a little deeper to avoid it getting mashed. This has not set as well as I would have liked. So, there are times, actually, to be honest, it is better to wait 48 hours. 24 isn't long enough. But, in the classic DawnAlchemist way, I am impatient. I should have started the other end. That's okay. Oh, goodness me. Okay, we can salvage this. Okie dokie. I'm trying not to damage the lovely roses. Okay, coolies. Not too bad. Now, I'm going to show you something here. A few little issues with air pockets. This is why you should be tapping your soap as you pour it. I didn't do that. That was my silly mistake. But that's okay. We are going to find out how this soap turned out. Okie doke. Oh, it's already a bit of a challenge. All right, so it does get very risky when you are unveiling your soap because it's so easy to mess it up and damage it. Now I'm going to turn this, I was going to turn this whole thing over. Turn the whole thing around. The reason I'm doing that is I need to keep an eye on what the flowers are doing. I don't want to cut the flowers, and I think for the first couple, it's going to be a close call. But we shall see. And I will show you once I've cut a few. Now, I would normally cut the ends of the soap just to make it a little more even. I am not doing that this time around because I couldn't line it up with the soap, with the flowers, sorry. Yeah. And I probably won't make these as even as I normally would. Once again, it's all dictated by the embeds. That cut wasn't very good. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible cut. Oh, no, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Let me think. I want to see if I can find a design that I was trying to emulate with this particular pour. But I don't have anything on me. I've used up all those soaps or given them away, so I have nothing to show you. That's a bit silly of me, isn't it? All right, let me continue cutting, and I will show you what we have at the end. All right, we're getting to the end of the soap, and I am very glad to say that I actually am able to cut 1-inch pieces. So the size of the flowers worked out beautifully for this. I am very, very happy. Very happy with that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'm going to cut the end piece off. Just, you know what, because I can. Alrighty. Now, the effect I was trying to achieve is something that you can actually see here. Check out these swirls. There's a name for this. Could be called the Oriental swirl or something like that. Normally, what you would do is with your soap, let me show you. Okay. With your mold, you can get these little acrylic dividers. And you place, an acrylic divider sort of down the length of the thing. And once you've, you pour in your colors in each bit. Once you've done that, you'd slowly, carefully remove the dividers, and that's when you get a skewer, and you would just create this little swirl pattern. Really, it's absolutely beautiful. The reason I hate, I freaking hate it, is one, it's messy as anything. And so it's messy, and it is very wasteful of soap, because you end up losing a lot of soap. Why else do I hate doing it? Oh, cutting it. You can't cut it neatly, just, as slicing it up like I just did there. You have to cut it so the soap will be, you're sort of cutting it horizontal. And it's a bitch. It's like, it's so frustrating to have to measure out exactly, and you can make so many errors. It is, 3 cuts for every 1 slice, pretty much. Now, as for this, I am, I'm actually quite happy. That design turned out how I wanted it to. The colors, yeah, I wasn't expecting much, as you know. I was actually very negative about the colors, you may recall. But is very happy with it. I think it did all right. I think this soap is not too bad. Storage-wise, I'll have to be very careful with these petals. But I think it turned out very, very nicely. And I am forgetting the embeds, which I will show you right now. This looks terrible, wasn't it? Can't tell anything from that. I'm a bit reluctant to, because they're not too the beautiful little golden flower. Look at that. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Now, if I had the patience, I may use a bit of oil and mica and color it in. Check that out. They turned out lovely. I am definitely going to use these. I'm obsessed with this mold now, so I will be repeating this soap. Colors, I'm going to do something a little brighter next time, something that pops, because look, as nice as this is, the colors just don't really, they're not super bright. They're very subtle. Yeah, I want something that's going to burn my eyes. Terrible way to put it, but hey, you get it, right? There you have it, everybody. What am I going to call this soap? Flower garden? There we go. So not very, maybe I'll think up something a little more creative, but for now, that's it from me. Peace out.